Yo, yo, what is up, guys? NFL Week 5. You guys see what's on the screen. We're back for another week of NFL picks, parlays, Parlay Profit Club. If you're not already, please subscribe. Now, we're just going to go ahead and jump into this. We got a nice little slate of games here and been pretty nice, coming off on a pretty nice week, week 4 NFL. Most of our locks did hit. The only lock that did not hit was they're not really San Diego anymore, I guess, the LA Chargers. And it's kind of funny. The one thing that came to my head, Chargers are going to Charger. So we got a new fresh batch of picks that we're going to make. And these picks are mainly for parlays. I'm not picking against the spread. I'm not picking like random underdogs to cover or whatever. We're picking locks to put in a parlay. What are the safest parlay bets that are going to cash out cold, hard cash? That's all we care about, right? No favorites, no biases, just making money. That's all we care about. Now, first game up Thursday this week. As we got Niners and Rams. This is going to be an interesting game here. Divisional game. Rams swept them last season. Brock Purdy, I don't think is going to play this game. So potentially going to have Mac Jones at quarterback amongst a bunch of other injuries for the Niners. Should be an easy dub for the Rams, but also going to be one of the locks of the week that are should be pretty safe to put in most parlays. Now we got Vikings, Browns. This is going to be an interesting game. This game is going to be one of the games that's actually in. I think they're in England, like Liverpool or something. So Vikings have been there for probably like 2 weeks at this point. Vikings technically have the better team on paper, but the Browns have been heating up recently. Their defense is no joke. They prove that they're really good at stopping the run. And against average quarterbacks, they actually can look very, very decent. And guess who they're playing this week? Average quarterback. So got Carson Wentz. Carson Wentz versus a new quarterback for the Browns in Dylan Gabriel. This is the guy they're saying is better than Shedeur Sanders. A little bit shorter, but more of a traditional quarterback. Doesn't really make a lot of mistakes. Coming from Oregon. We'll get to see what he really looks like against real talent. Now, what's weird about this game is that the Browns are technically the home team here. So, although they're the underdog, they do get that sort of home dog bump. So, this is the game that you got a rookie quarterback going against a perennial backup quarterback. Definitely a game I'm going to avoid here. Cowboys, Jets. I'm actually really surprised that we can't put the Cowboys as a lock here. Almost all data says that the Cowboys should absolutely be a lock here. They're just coming off a 40-point tie, the highest tie of all time in the NFL, against a Packer team that should have smoked them. There's no reason why the Cowboys shouldn't be a lock here, except for the fact that it's the Cowboys. So the Jets at home dog favorite. The spread is actually pretty close. I think the spread is around 3 points. This is just one of those spots where, like, the Cowboys, you expect them to win. They should win. There's no reason why. And then all of a sudden they just lose. So I do not have the Cowboys as a lock here. It's another game I'm just going to avoid. They should be able to beat the Jets, but this is one of those spots that just immediately become the trap game. Let's see. Giants, Saints. It's another game to avoid. You would think that the Giants should be able to win this game after what Dart looked like, but they also just lost Malik Neighbors, and we don't know how that's going to impact things. The Saints also have a little look at tape. Saints actually have a pretty nice defense. Spencer Rattler, although I don't like him, I think he's a bad quarterback. They've been in every game, and this is one of the at home. This is one of those spots where the Giants could easily get upset. Everybody thinking of the Giants are rolling, and the Saints just really show up and spoil the party. Raiders, Colts. This is a lock for the Colts. So far, we've got 2 locks here. I mean, Raiders are Raiders. Geno Smith throwing like so many interceptions every single game, and the Colts with Daniel Jones look like one of the better teams. And I feel like, I don't know, it won't be until like week 10 till people will start to look at it as the Colts are obviously a good team. So not too much thinking there. This is another game to avoid. Dolphins, Panthers at home in Carolina. The Dolphins should win this game fairly easily, but again, Tyreek Hill just got hurt, and Panthers as a home dog with a close spread, you just don't want to risk it, and there's no point. I could easily see Bryce Young having a great game against a soft Dolphins team with no Tyreek Hill. Broncos, Eagles. This is a lock for the Eagles. I know the Eagles don't look good. They're winning kind of ugly. But the Broncos do have a lot more holes. I feel like the Broncos are one of the more overrated teams coming into the season. They look decent. They're beating who they should beat, and they're losing some games that they probably shouldn't lose. The Eagles are just finding a way to win every single game. No matter how the game's going or what's happening, the Eagles are showing up and figuring it out. So I gotta ride with the Eagles at home, and favorited. I'll also roll with the Eagles until they prove to themselves that they can't win games. Baltimore Texans is tough. As of right now, they're saying Lamar's out for 2 to 3 weeks. This is a lock for the Texans. You're not going to improve your defense that quickly. Even if you do run the ball with Derrick Henry, the Texans defense is pretty good. So I do expect the Texans to be able to stop the Ravens from scoring. I just wonder how many points they're going to be able to put up. But I think in this environment, even though it's on the road, I feel like the Texans are going to be able to win like 17-14, 21-14, and figure out a way to get this done. Oh, and then Cooper Rush. I mean, come on, bro. All right. Titans, Cardinals. This is a lock for the Cardinals. I mean, you heard Cam Ward last week. That's all you needed to know. All you needed to know. So, Cardinals are just going to be a perennial decent team. The Cardinals is what you hope Cam Ward and the Titans eventually turn into. So you got big brother, little brother. Expect the Cardinals to do their thing. Seahawks, Bucks. This is a tough game to call. Can go in your way. I can see Baker Mayfield coming back to win this game, and I can see Seattle just staying what's up ahead of them the whole game. So this is one of those ones where it's going to be pretty tight, it's going to be pretty close, and there's no reason to really have that in a parlay. We have Lions, Bengals. It's going to be an interesting game. I don't know why this is more of a spread, like how many points are the Lions going to win, not if the Lions are going to win. So Lions are a lock here. The Bengals just have 0 offensive line, 0 run game. Browning is afraid to throw the ball. He literally, he was so afraid of throwing an interception against the Broncos, he literally just did not throw. So now you have a guy who's not throwing, you have no running game, and you have no offensive line. The Lions will feast. Commanders, Chargers. Unfortunately, the Chargers will show up this game. It's going to be a lock for the Chargers. For whatever reason, in a pretty easy, soft spot against the Giants, they dropped the rope. But at home, no Jaden Daniels, McLaurin iffy. The Chargers are still a good team with talent. I think they lost some of their offensive line, which is going to make things challenging. But Jim Harbaugh just knows how to win games. And this is one of those ones at home where they're just coming off a big loss that they just kind of make up for it and remind you that they're still good. Then you have Bills Patriots. This would be a lock for the Bills. Patriots just aren't there yet. They still turn the ball over a lot. The Bills are going to be at home, still a rivalry, in division games. So I expect the Patriots to kind of keep it close and respectable, but I don't think the Bills are ever going to be in danger here. And then Chiefs against the Jaguars. I think the Chiefs right now, since Patrick Mahomes has been the quarterback, undefeated against the Jaguars, 5-0, Monday Night Football. Yes, it's in Jacksonville. Yes, Jacksonville defense randomly has a lot of takeaways, but they've been playing teams that are not good. You're playing the Niners. You're playing the Texans. You're playing the – I mean, come on, bro. You're not really playing nobody. So now they get a real test in Kansas City. Real tough defense. Trevor Lawrence already struggling against mediocre defenses. Now they get a good one. And as long as Patrick Mahomes doesn't turn the ball over, the Jaguars should be good. And guess what? He actually has receivers now. So they shouldn't even be in a position to do that. So a lot of locks this week. Let me change the color here for a quick second just so differentiate. We got the Rams. We got the Colts. Actually, let's clean this back up. We got Rams, Colts, Eagles, Texans, Chargers, Lions, Cardinals, Bills, Chiefs. Actually, you know what? I'm going to take the Texans off. Let's actually not do the Texans. Let's not do the Texans. Totally think I'm dropping the rope here. But yeah, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, 8 teams is nice. We put the Texans in here. Obviously, they potentially drop the rope and this end it for everybody. So that's week 5 games. Hopefully, those games are good for you guys. Hopefully, you guys are using the Parlay Profit calculator to help split up your bets and manage the risk. And hopefully, we all have a good week and cash in. Till next time.